My name is Anne Marlene Evans, aka Simply Anne, and I'm the host and speaker of the St. Martin Women Conference, Living Outside of the System. It's the first one on the island, and it's going to be hosted by me, Simply Anne. From very young age, I had quite a lot of struggles in life to fit in into the community. I grew up in Curacao, but I'm original from St. Martin. And I was the classic introvert, skinny, sick girl that was bullied all the time by even my siblings. And it was kind of challenge to fit into society as a whole. Also, one of the stigma on my life was that my mom abandoned me from birth. And so in everything I did, I used to carry the stigma on my life. And I remember I was in starting Marvel, Lower Marvel in Curacao, and I used to write a lot. And I decided to start to write my feelings. I oftentimes sit down and just write my feelings to express myself and to make myself feel better. And then they used to say that I was always dramatic, loud, because I used to perceive to be that and hiding myself behind a mask. And then one day I heard Simply Anne. And then since that day, I used to sign my name Simply Anne with Rose in front, a rose in the back, to simply identify that, I'm perceived as the negative one, the one that, the rejected one, the outcast, the one that is not loved. But if you simply get to know me, you will know that I am just a simple person, Simply Anne. So since then, I carry AKA Simply Anne. So among my school friends going into college in the Netherlands, most people know me under the name Simply Anne. And now that I am who I am today, I decide to continue carry the name Simply Anne. And it's that simple. So now Simply Anne is also an author. And besides being Simply Anne, I'm also an ordained evangelist in the Ministry of House of Restoration Deliverance Ministry on St. Martin. I got a revelation one day, which we call it a vision, and I saw myself writing. And in that dream, I saw that I was writing just like Joyce Myers, and then I saw my face on the book cover. And then when I look up and I watched the book in my hand, it said, "Remember who you are." I said, "Yes, I know. I know that I'm born just to inspire people. My whole life is an inspiration." And as I read that, I saw, write about your life so that you can make other people's life better. Use your life as a testimony so you can change life. And that was it. And actually, in that particular vision, I saw a name of a book. It says, "Your Mother's Choice, but Your Destiny." And that's actually my number 4 book that I'm basically writing, which is my whole life, everything I've been through, from the manner I was conceived and the abuse and the rejection and the pain and the betrayal that is coming out in that 4th book, which is my testimony. But on that journey to write the book, I am also a teacher. I'm also a life coach, a business coach, and I decided to put these 2 books together, which is the first one is Becoming the Best Version of Yourself. And the second one is Gratitude, is when your soul says thank you. The reason of these 2 books is mainly to help people become self-aware of yourself, the way you think and the way we act, the way we carry our emotions, the way we take our past and our pain and we use them in our day-by-day choices. So we make choices based on the place of rejection and pain where we were at and not where we are going. So these 2 books are self-growth, self-development books that will help you work on self. Because oftentimes we tend to work on letting the world define us based on whatever they say about us. But the first place that we all supposed to be is work on self, work on pain, work on all the hurt. You know, all of my books, and especially the fourth one that is coming, is indeed a book of Anne screaming out loud, asking for help, asking for healing, asking for someone to see her that, hey, my life also counts, and here I am, here I am. And even now speaking, I'm getting a bit emotional, because most of, especially women, we are all around there hurting, with pain, with so much sorrow, and we do not have someone to cry out to so that they can understand us and help us. And maybe the person is not even going to help you, but just someone to know that, hey, I think I hear you, I see you, I see you. So my books are writing from that place, a place of while I'm writing, while I'm thinking and helping someone, through the process I'm healing myself. Because as a young child, as I said, abandoned, rejected by whom you're supposed to be nurtured and loved. Because a child is supposed to grow up with the parents, mom and dad, love, so you can define your character to become who you're going to be in society. That's the place where all of us are supposed to be. But unfortunately, I was, it was taken away from me in a very brutal manner. It was robbed from me. And in that process, even my self-esteem, self-confidence as a child was just robbed from me. And then you're going to get yourself involved with men that just abuse you. And when I mean abuse, I'm talking about physically, emotionally, sexually, all those forms of abuse. So now you carry yourself with all these systems, I call them, that life just happen. And then you can never be free. And then I find myself through that journey, because of all of that pain and lack of love and lack of acknowledgement, acceptance, because human beings, we all were created by God with that being of, I want to be loved by someone. And when you lack that, you will make wrong choices. And some wrong choices are very detrimental. And I made many of them that put me on a place here in St. Martin. And a few people know my story, in a very horrible place. And then what I had to do at that point, should I just sink? Should I just die? And actually, I had many thoughts of just God, just take my life. And even in one of the books I wrote, that time that I encountered in January 2014, that I was at the point as, God, if you do not come in right now, save me right now, that's it for me. Just take me home. Just take my life. So all my books and everything that I do and write and where I go around to educate and inspire people is simply to help someone transform their life. There is a better place. There is hope. There's another way to do things in spite of the pain that you're going through. You know, through my whole life, I'm changing people's life. I remember from a young girl, I'm always approached by someone randomly in the supermarket, and the person will just start to talk to me about the pain and the hurt, and doesn't matter the age, you know. So I know from very young age, I have been an inspiration, and even now, besides, of course, ministering in church, and I go around teach and I inspire people, I use my platform, social media platform, to do that. And I also do one-on-one with many people, also in entrepreneurship. So everything I do, regardless if in my business, because I'm a business owner as well, I'm the owner of A&A Accounting Business Support Center. And also I'm leading the SCDP program, the entrepreneurship training right now going on St. Martin. That's about to come to an end. So I meet people in my day-by-day life. And every opportunity I get, every person I meet daily, is going through something. It's going through some pain, some disappointment, some issue. So I use every moment that I have a one-on-one encounter, face-to-face with someone, to always add value to someone's life. And of course, in my business, doing everything I do, I inspire life. And I oftentimes get these letters or just a little text message, or even yesterday I posted a video about past and stuff like that. And the amount of messages I get, that is so overwhelming. People sometimes don't press like, and I don't do things to get the like and the share and the heart and all these things that they have on social media. If I just get one person daily to tell me, Anne, you know what? That's what I needed. to go through today's day, that's all that counts. Because my life is supposed to be simply to help someone that can relate with my story. I know everyone will not like me. I know everybody will not accept me. They find me too tall, too black, too white. I mean, everybody has an opinion nowadays. But I am talking to people daily, or motivating people daily that can understand my story and where I'm at. So everyone will not be inspired. But I know a lot of people, with especially women, that can understand my story. And that's why I'm Simply Ann, because I bring it out real, simple, very simple. I take off my clothes, take off makeup, take off shoes, and be real to communicate with you that need someone to listen to understand. And most of the time, people listen simply to answer you and to give you the advice, 1, 2, 3, how you're supposed to do it. But I have realized in my journey of healing, sometimes we need just someone to say that, hey, I made it, and you will make it too. The St. Martin Women's Conference, living outside of the system. It is a social event. Why do I say social? Because I decided I'm not charging a fee. And the reason I'm not charging is because I got a mandate from God. So this conference is a mandate from God given to God to me in a vision again. And he said, go and speak to my women and let them know where you were, where you're at, and where I'm taking